If you're married or you're thinking of married, then this video is for you, because in this video, I'm gonna be talking about the 10 things that your wife will stop doing or has stopped doing in your marriage. And look, I was married before 20 years and I've been single for 2.5 years. And the last 2.5 years have given me time to reflect back on my marriage. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, create this YouTube channel, is to share with all of you from an older guy who not only has been married, but is also dating and is single, and my perspective on the things that have worked and have not worked. So keep watching, because number 6 is by far the most important one of all of these, because it leads to all these other things. And that also happened to me. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification button, because I'm dropping a video every day. All right. This is going to be a bit of a longer video because I have these 10 things, right? But these are really important. And like I said, stick around to number 6, because 6 is exactly what happened to me. And it is so subtle and sneaky that you don't even expect it. And like I said, if you are already married, maybe you can identify with these things. If you're thinking of getting married, oh man, this video, seriously, when you hear these 10 things, it might actually change your mind on getting married, okay? So number 1 is fun. They stop having fun, right? And they give excuses like, I'm tired, it's time to grow up and be responsible. And at the end of the day, the only reason why they basically stop having fun is because it's out of control. They don't have control over that. So that's number 1. Number 2, this happens, man, is the appearance. They stop being feminine. They stop wearing the makeup they used to wear. They stop wearing the heels that you used to love. They stop dressing all sexy, smelling good, taking care of their basic grooming, right? Things just start to go off a cliff. And this totally happened with me in my marriage. And you know why? They might say, oh, it's too much effort. They start saying all these excuses, right? It's too much effort, I'm too busy, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it's because they ultimately want to avoid having sex with you. Because if they look amazing, they look sexy, you're gonna wanna have sex with them, and they don't wanna have sex with you, all right? So number 3 is they stop being nice. They start gaslighting you, they start having resentment, and they're in camp victim, right? So they did all these things to win you over for you to get married, and now they're like not happy, right? 70% of all divorces are filed by women, and after 5 years of being in the marriage, the desire of the woman for her husband drops off a cliff, and nobody can understand why. A whole bunch of studies have been done on this, and nobody understands why. It's not the kids, it's not financial, it's not because she gained weight, none of this stuff. She just doesn't want her husband anymore, right? So camp victim is a big part of this, and they're just, blaming other people for things that they might be a little depressed about or unhappy about. So number 4 is no independence. So what do I mean by that? Is they start to say stuff like, I gave this up for you. I don't do this anymore because of you. Again, camp victim, all right? So number 5. Number 5 is, of course, sex, right? They stop having sex with you, and they have all these damn excuses like, I'm tired, I don't like my body anymore, blah, 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 I've gained weight. And it's all just to give you breadcrumbs to stick around, so they'll have sex with you just enough to keep you around so you don't leave. But number 6, the most important thing, and this happened to me, is the affection. No more affection. And in this category, no more affection, is the kissing changed. Guys, when the kissing changes, you are in grave danger. And what do I mean by the kissing changing? They're no longer kissing you with their tongue. It's a peck on the lips, it's a peck on the cheek. Kissing, for whatever reason, is so intimate to women that when the kissing changes, you're in trouble. So the affection as well, she's not giving you a massage like she used to. She's not holding your hand. She's not putting her hand on your knee And the whole reason is because she's in her mind thinks if I give him affection, he's gonna wanna have sex, and they ultimately don't wanna have sex with you anymore. And you're at this point, you're probably wondering, Silver Bachelor, like, what the fuck? Like, why are these women doing this? And the thing is, it's because they put on this act to get married. And then they realize, oh, this isn't actually what I really signed up for. A lot of women will line up for marriage, but very few. So the job description says, if you're a wife, this is what it's supposed to be. They sign up for this thinking one thing, and then they actually get the job, but they don't want to be a wife. They want to be married, but they don't want to be a wife. So that's why. All right. So number 7 is no more shared activities or hobbies, right? So remember the time when you used to do all these things together? Well, now she doesn't want to do those things. And again, it's a bait and switch. It's like she was willing to do all those things before when you were dating, but now that you're married, she's bored and she's pulling away. All right, so that's number 7. Number 8, she's no longer fun and nice with your friends and family. Again, it was a facade at the beginning to win you over, but now that you're married, she's like, you know what? I never liked your mother. I never liked your aunt. I never liked your uncle. I don't want to hang around with them anymore. So that shit just starts to happen. Number 9 is no femininity, right? And what do I mean by that is she's not being submissive. She starts to want to take the lead. She wants to start to take the role and be this boss girl. And she's frustrated with your leadership. And this just happens. And then the number 10 is, and this one hurts. The number 10 is that she's no longer your best friend. Once upon a time ago when you were dating, and maybe early in your marriage, you were best friends. You could share anything with her, and she could share anything with you. And over time, what happens is you're sharing your vulnerabilities, you're sharing your weaknesses, you're sharing your struggles. Maybe you're even being emotionally vulnerable with her, and you've had moments where you were crying because something's happened to you. And all this time, she's been seeing you as less and less of a man, right? And then what happens is at the end, she doesn't want to do all these hobbies that she used to do with you. She doesn't like you the same way that she did. Maybe she doesn't even love you. The shit tests happen. You're not having sex. So basically, it's no longer this ride or die woman that you've met in your life. Instead, she's just trying to find a way out. So I hate to be a Debbie Downer about this, but these are 10 real things that happen in almost all marriages. And if you haven't been married, you know nothing about this. But for those who have been married, yes, there's a few instances where things are not like this. Most marriages, this is what it looks like, okay? And one of the reasons why is because standards haven't been established at the beginning, boundaries haven't been established at the beginning, and most importantly, she hasn't realized that, wait a minute, you have options and you're willing to walk away at any moment. So it's crazy because women need to have this healthy fear in a relationship. Like, damn, this guy has got options. He makes a ton of money. He's in great shape and he's not going to put up with my bullshit, and he can walk away at any time. And that's why I encourage all of you guys, before you get married, you have a prenup. All right. I didn't have a prenup in my marriage because we were both broke and we had nothing at the time. So that's different. But if I were to remarry again, which I'm not sure about that, but there is a place for marriage and remarriage. But if there were to be a marriage again, I would for sure have a prenup. And then you both know, okay, if one of you walks away, this is what happens afterwards. So just want to hear from you guys, like what you think about all of this. And most importantly, if you want me to do more videos on the challenges in marriages. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.